My Gavana Mellon. In this video, I wanted to discuss some of the ways that you can release anxiety and how an elf would do it. Someone who could use the Elven consciousness in order to heal themselves from anxiety. I am somebody that suffers from anxiety. I have realized that a lot of empaths, a lot of very sensitive people to the energies in the world will suffer from anxiety. It is just something that the body feels when it feels very overwhelmed with all sorts of different energies that it is absorbing. And also it happens to a person that's very concerned about the future. Usually people with anxiety have foresight and they can see into the future, and that is what kind of causes the anxiety, is seeing that possible outcome of the future in a negative way for themselves and for others. So I have a few ways that I help with my own anxiety, and I hope that this helps you. I know, and I have met other elven ones that have anxiety as well, and I said that I would create a video for them in order to help them heal themselves. So I have been using basically all of these, and I have been relatively successful in calming myself down. Many years ago, I did end up one time in the hospital due to an anxiety attack, actually when I was about, I want to say, in my early 20s. Now I'm in my 30s. So I've never been in the hospital after that, but I have suffered from some episodes. And it happens when you grow up in an environment that makes you overly anxious about yourself, about the world. And what happens is you start to develop into a very empathic person. Because you are so used to taking care of those in your family, you start to take on this personality that needs to take care of the earth, and then you are responding to the different energies in the world that are negative and that are overwhelming to you. So these are the ways that I calm myself down as an empath, as one who walks the elven path, and I hope it helps you too. So number one is yoga. Yoga is something that truly helps to slow my breathing down. Just in general, doing exercises will definitely help regulate stress levels in your body, so that you are more fit on the inside and you feel more confident in whatever comes at you because you have a stronger body for it. Yoga gets you into that frame of mind that really just helps you just focus on the breath. It's nice and slow. It eases you into these poses, and it helps to remind you to slow down. That's why I truly love yoga. It is very good for a person that suffers from anxiety. Number two is meditation and prayer. Now, I do both. Meditation, I have learned, is a way of getting you in touch deeper with yourself. It is your higher self, but it is yourself regardless. Prayer is actually bringing yourself out of yourself and connecting to the divine source that then connects and radiates all beings in the universe. So I do both, because meditation is a way that helps me to connect to my higher self, allows me to feel a sense of calmness within. And then prayer, it allows me to understand that everything is taken care of, that I do not have the weight of the world on my shoulders, and that there is a divine plan that is unfolding. So I would say that prayer really does help, meditation as well. So those in combination really truly have helped me just feel more balanced on the inside. Number three, go out in nature. Well, that's a no-brainer for an elven one. I love nature, and I truly feel that when you go out in nature, nature does not give you stress. Nature is truly a way to slow the body down, slow the mind down, and to connect with the original roots that we have. And it really truly allows you to feel one with the wind, one with the trees, one with the animals, one with the water. And this is how you can get out of your worries, your sense of your foresight and empathic absorbing of other energies around you, and you can become one with nature, because nature does not worry. Nature acts on this divine order of establishing balance in the universe. And so there's this sense of no worries within nature. A tree does not worry if it's losing its leaves. It knows that it's going to have more leaves again one day. So there's a sense of infinity as well coming from nature, and it truly is a really reassuring feeling for some that let their fears overtake them and they suffer from anxiety in life. I highly recommend going out in nature as much as you can, even just to a park. That is just really one of the ways that you can really help yourself. Okay, number 4 is using herbs, incense. My monk, inhaling vapors of incense. I'll put a link there so you get a discount if you are interested in it. I also have a video about it. But using herbs and incense, this is ancient wisdom to understand that the earth has tools that are here to help humans. And once you figure out some of the medicinal purposes behind certain herbs and leaves and plants, it really truly can help to calm you down. I love lavender. I use eucalyptus. I love calming senses that enter into my nose and really calm the mind down. Use incense, use these herbs, research, learn about the different ones that help to calm the nerves, help to calm the mind, and put you in a Zen state. They are there for you to help you. Everything is for your growth and for your helping. Number 5. Get and take care of a pet. I feel this is very important because animals are truly our way of being in the now present moment in time. It really allows you to stop focusing on the future and stop harboring regrets about the past. And when you look at an animal, they are just so present in the moment. They love a belly scratch. They love to be petted. They are here to just comfort you, and you take care of them. And we can learn a lot from each other, animals to humans. And I do believe that. And I believe that as elves, when you're in that elven consciousness, you understand that once you have an animal companion, you merge consciousness with this animal companion. Your soul kind of becomes one in a sense, and you understand each other. And an animal does not worry. It's very much connected to nature. There's this infinite cycle of life within the animal and the wisdom and the knowledge the animal carries. So when you have this animal in your house, you are surrounded by that wisdom daily. So that's why having an animal companion that you can call your own and learn how to take care of, learn how to grow with, this truly will help you so much. So I highly recommend it. It could be anything from a fish, a turtle, a hamster, a cat, a dog, anything that you can truly feel that you can call as your familiar or your companion to you, that will allow you to feel one with it. And it's just very calming. I have a small dog, and I have to say that when I have anxiety, this dog knows, comes to me, comforts me. I pet the dog, I hold the dog, I kiss the dog, and I start to feel everything is going to be okay. And I truly feel that these animals here are partly messengers to us, to remind us of the original state that we come from, of that infinite cycle of life, no worries, and be in the present time, because there is really no such thing as past and future. There is really only this moment now. Number 6, increase your wisdom. Read, learn, science. That's what I have here in notes. I have to say that once I have given myself the ability to understand the way that the world works, the way that fields of energy works, the way that quantum mechanics, quantum physics, all of these things come together and they bring me into the state of infinite understanding that we are immortal energies in a temporary physical body, and everything is really energy, and we come from this one divine source. And I feel that when you increase your knowledge about these things, when you really increase your wisdom about your ability to understand the way the universe works, this is when you start to get out of this subjective ego self, worrying about, oh, your money, oh, this boy doesn't like you, oh, I can't find the job that I want. When you start to actually think about kind of the larger picture of the universe, and you really connect to understanding how the way things work in the world, how the way things work in the universe, through expanding your wisdom, this is when you start to feel more calm within. I really feel that this is one of the elves' secrets, and Tolkien knew it, and this is why Elrond was known as one of the wisest elves, because he had that wisdom to know about a lot of different subjects that gave him a sense of deep understanding. When you have a deep understanding, you will have a deep sense of calm within you, because you won't have fears, because you know where something comes from. And I believe that that is what has really helped me with my anxiety over time, is my constant renewal of information and knowledge, and just reading all the books I can, learning as much as I can about consciousness, fields of energy, and science, and everything that is about the unseen world, as well as the seen world. And when you start to fill your mind with wisdom and knowledge, this is where you can start to have control over your anxieties, because you know where they come from. Number 7, meet others like you. So this is really important too. I think that people really need to know other people. Unless, I am an introvert. I'm both. I'm an ambivert. I don't seek out others. I don't seek out to hang out with people. I love to be around people, but I do get very drained when I am constantly around people. So I do consider myself more of an introvert, but I do feel that everybody is on this search for connection to their kindred spirits. So if you are someone that resonates with the elves, and you get anxious because you live this life and no one seems to understand you, and it's just it fills you with anxiety because you're surrounded by people that don't resonate with you on this frequency level. You look at the news, you look at the world, you see all this negative stuff happening. Surround yourself with good people that you can resonate with, that are into the same things you are. Meet other elves. There are so many different ways you could do it. Just Google Elven Society, look for our group on the Elven Light Path on the Facebook group. Look for all the different groups that people belong to that love elves and really resonate with nature. I tell you that when I created this group to meet others that resonate with the elves, I felt like this uplifting in me. It's like I don't need to go out and meet other people that, I'm in a city that if I walked around looking like an elf, people would stare and they wouldn't understand where it's coming from. So that also is something that can cause anxiety in a person, is that feeling of loneliness, the feeling like, will I ever meet anybody who understands me? When you start to meet those individuals that understand you and really resonate with you, look for those friends, look for those people. And this is where you start to feel a calm within, because when you see other people that are into the same things you are, then you don't feel so anxious about who you are, and you feel instead very confident and secure. Yes, this is my path. This is me. This is what makes me unique and different and special. And everybody is so unique and diverse. And there's, the divine has infinite perspectives. And we are part of the divine. So we are all supposed to be very unique. But it's hard to find our kindred spirits. We don't want to feel alone in life. So meet other people. Go out and search for these people. Go to festivals, go to conventions, look for those that resonate as well with Lord of the Rings and the Elves in particular. Okay, number 8 is music. Nature, New Age music is wonderful. Sounds of nature combining with music is one of the best things that can really help you, because once again you're connecting with the infinite of nature, that infinite immortality of the cycle of life and death and no worries and living in the present moment. And then you have this beautiful music, these harmonies, these chords that really bring these feelings of love and unity within you, and peace and tranquility. So surround yourself with beautiful music. I wrote down nature, New Age, with cosmos type of music where it sounds kind of spacey, and then Celtic fairy music, harp music, and Gregorian chant music. These are the types of music that I've been listening to lately, and they just fill me with this sense of joy, peace, unity, makes me love all things. I truly love this type of music. I also like world cultural music. I love the Indian music. I love different Arabic music. When you surround yourself with beautiful world culture music, it also can give you a sense of belonging, a sense of connecting to another culture. Therefore, that helps with anxiety as well, because it gets you out of your subjective ego self, which is part of a particular culture, and then you're connecting with another culture, so you feel more united, and it helps to get you into that unity conscious mindset that really helps with anxiety. The next one is number 9, find love in everything and in all things. This is huge, and this is something that's going to take time, because if you have any anger or unresolved issues or problems in life, it's going to be hard for you to find love in that situation or in that particular individual. So this is going to take some time, but this is what has helped me, is when I have discovered the wisdom to understand that we have been guided by angelic messengers, human messengers, ascended masters, old souls. What it has shown me is this pattern of love for humanity, that we are being cradled in this universe and are being evolved because of love. We are being guided towards our evolution of spirit, of mind, of body, towards love. And it makes you see that everything comes from love, and anything that is negative or seen as, a heinous crime against humanity, it is because it comes not from a lack of love, but a lack of seeing or understanding the love. That comes from an individual that doesn't see love everywhere. When you start to see love everywhere, you will start to see everything is a gift. Everyone is a gift to you. Everyone is a teacher. Everything is for guidance. Everything is for your growth. Everything is for love. And this is how I see love. I am a mystic Sufi Muslim, so the way I see Allah in the Quran is as a loving guidance. I can tell the difference between cultural laws and loving guidance. I can look at the other holy books and I see love and guidance. I see love and guidance everywhere. And this has helped me in my own life, because I do have individuals that don't show me that love and guidance. They're just not there. But I know that beyond their ego self, there is love and guidance. I'm connected to that, and I connect to that daily. So when you start to see everything is love, everything is from love, everything is on the discovery to learn love, and I believe that the elves were very connected to that. They don't seem like they're overly loving, creatures or beings. They're not going to go out and hug everybody. But there's a sense of love and healing that comes from the elves of Tolkien. And I believe that Tolkien knew that, and that's why he considered them angelic spirits of Middle Earth and from the Valars. And that I believe that Tolkien's vision of love is harmony. And harmony is the music that created most of the universe. And there's just a little bit of discord from Melkor. So when you start to see that everything comes from love, you will calm down a bit, and you will start to see that situations in your life, situations out in the world, events, it's all for the discovery of love. Either it comes from seeing and recognizing the lack of love, and then you discover the love from that lack of love, or it comes from actual love, and you see a very conscious, aware, sentient love coming from others, coming from one human to another, or coming from a higher advanced extraterrestrial source to a human. You feel this love is everywhere, and that is really what creates and keeps the universe expanding, keeps it going. And I always thought of this on a physics level, but love really is the physical law that brings everything together. I believe that everything is expanding. You know, science shows us that everything is expanding in the universe, and love is that one force that brings us all together and unites us. And that would be the end of the universe to start a new universe and begin a new creation. So love really is that needed power, that needed energy, and is probably the most powerful force in the entire universe. In fact, I believe that with all my heart. Love is infinite in its forms, infinite in its perceptions of what love is, but ultimately the coming together that love brings to people, it brings to all beings in the universe, all the elves. That's really what fought the darkness in Sauron's army, is this love, this allegiance to light and love. So that really helps a lot to take care of anxiety, is when you start to see yourself as a product of this love, and you can kind of calm yourself and be like, okay, forget about all that other stuff that you were just thinking of, and really focus on how you are love. Number 11. Number 10, actually. Take swim lessons, join a pool, bath time, steam baths, hot tubs, waterfalls. Okay, so I absolutely understand that the water element is healing, and it really does physically, mentally, spiritually wash things away. That's why, you know, the Baptists use it, because it is a way of washing the sins away, becoming brand new. Water is the element that will help you to renew your soul. Spend as much time as you can with water. If you are somebody that suffers from anxiety a lot, then you need to kind of surround yourself with water. Like I said, swim lessons, joining a club with a swimming pool. You don't even have to swim. Just surround yourself in the weightlessness of the water is something that will definitely help with your anxiety. So I definitely advocate for that to help you. Number 11, take more vacations. Yes, take more vacations away from your work, away from the daily life that you have. Go out and see the world. Even if you don't want to fly, just go on a road trip. We do that all the time. My husband and I, we take a road trip at least twice a year in order to go to another state and visit and just enjoy our traveling together. And that is something that really helps to show how small my problems are back home, because the world is so vast, it's so big. So it really helps to put your problems into perspectives, and it really helps with your anxiety, helps to calm you down on the inside. Number 12 that's helped me is reading Tolkien's books. I am rereading right now The Lord of the Rings. I read the Silmarillion last. I'm going to reread them all again, because these are books that are just timeless in in the quest for the good, to battle the evil, and to know that good always triumphs in the end. And we know that that is very true in real life, that yes, there's a lot of terrible atrocities that happen in the world, but in the end, it's always important to know that the good always triumphs over evil. And these books especially give that message. They do help to calm me down. They bring me into this new world, the Elven world, and Middle Earth. And this is a way for me to escape for a moment, and to see my problems as smaller than they appear to me, maybe in this reality. So yes, read Tolkien's books. His books are wonderful for the soul and helping with anxiety, and they really helped me over time. So I hope that these help you. This is basically what has helped me throughout my life with anxiety and dealing with anxiety. And I'm sure that, as I go on further down the Elven path, I'm going to discover more ways. But I think these are definitely some of the things that have helped me most. So I hope they help you, Mellon. So Hananle, and I will see you on the next video.